That little phrase, "it's expensive," is the silent killer of your dreams. Seriously, how many times have you said it this week? Maybe even today. You saw a course that could totally level up your career, a tool that would save you hours of work, or even just a nice dinner out. And your brain's knee-jerk reaction was, no, too expensive. What if I told you that one phrase is the biggest psychological barrier keeping you from growing and from ever getting truly rich? It's a cage you've built around your own potential, and today we are tearing it down because what you think is protecting your wallet is actually costing you a fortune. Stick with me because this shift in thinking is the exact thing that took me from constantly stressing about money to actually building a life of financial freedom. That reflex to say it's expensive isn't a financial calculation. It's a symptom of something way deeper, a scarcity mindset. It's the belief that there's never enough to go around, enough money, enough opportunity, enough of everything. It turns life into a zero-sum game where everyone else's win has to be your loss. And here's the wild part. This has almost nothing to do with how much money is actually in the bank. It's an emotional problem, not a math problem. It's a warped perception that can make someone with a great income feel poor, while someone with less can feel totally abundant. It's why you get that knot of anxiety in your stomach when you spend, even on things you can technically afford. Your brain feels threatened, so it focuses only on the immediate cost, completely ignoring the potential of any long-term gain. I remember when I was starting out, I desperately wanted to go to this weekend workshop. All the leaders in my industry were going to be there, but it cost $1,000. My brain immediately screamed, that's a month of groceries, food, bills, it's too expensive. So I didn't go. But you know who did? My colleague, who made the exact same salary as me. The connections she made that weekend led to a new job that doubled her income. My £1,000 saving literally cost me tens of thousands in lost opportunity. I wasn't making a smart financial choice. I was reacting to a deep-seated fear of lack. And that's the trap of scarcity. It feels like you're being responsible, but you are really just reinforcing your own limits. If this all feels like a habit you can't break, that's because it basically is. Our brains are hardwired with biases that feed this "it's expensive" reflex. One of the biggest culprits is called loss aversion. Psychologically, the pain of losing £100 feels about twice as strong as the pleasure of gaining £100. This makes us terrified of spending because our brain registers it's a painful loss, not a strategic move. Then there's hyperbolic discounting, a fancy name for our brain wanting good things now instead of great things later. Remember that £1,000 course I skipped? The immediate pain of spending that money today felt way more real than the possibility of bigger salary in the future. We are literally wired to avoid short-term discomfort, even if it means sacrificing a much bigger long-term reward. And where does this wiring come from? For most of us, it's our childhood. Experts call them money wounds. Did you grow up hearing money doesn't grow on trees, or we can't afford that? Did you see your parents stressed out or fighting about bills? Those experiences create a powerful subconscious script that says money is scarce, spending is dangerous, and wanting more is greedy. These old stories are playing on in a loop in the back of your mind, quietly sabotaging your adult decisions. So, how do you break free from this mental programming? How do you silence that voice of scarcity and start making choices that actually lead to wealth? It's not about throwing your money around. It's about a deep, intentional shift in how you see this world. It's about choosing a new way of thinking. And here are 5 shifts you can start making today. Shift number 1, expose your money stories. First things first, awareness. You can't change a belief you don't even know you have. So grab a journal and start digging. What's your very first memory of money? What did your parents say about money? What do you secretly believe about rich people? How does spending money on yourself really feel? Don't judge what comes up. Just get it on paper. You might uncover hidden beliefs like, it's not safe to have a lot of money, or I don't deserve nice things. By dragging these stories into the light, you can finally see them for what they are: old programming, not your reality. That awareness is step one to rewriting your entire financial future. Shift number 2, reframe from cost to lifetime value. People stuck in scarcity ask, how much does this cost? People who are building wealth ask, what is the return on this investment? This one question changes everything. Stop staring at the price tag and start evaluating the lifetime value. That £200 pair of work shoes that lasts 5 years is infinitely cheaper than the £40 pair of shoes you have to replace every 6 months. That £100 course that could double your income isn't an expense. It's the highest returning investment you ever make. Start asking yourself new questions. What is the cost of not doing this? What is the cost of staying stuck in the same job? Of not learning that new skill? Of buying cheap junk that breaks over and over? When you calculate the cost of inaction, suddenly those expensive investments start to look like absolute bargains. Shift number 3, change your language, change your reality. The words you use have incredible power. Saying I can't afford it is a declaration of victimhood. It signals to your brain that you are powerless. Starting today, banish that phrase. Replace it with I'm choosing to put my money somewhere else right now. Feel that. I can't is a cage. I'm choosing is an act of control. It reminds you that you are the one in charge of your money. It's your decision. Similarly, when you pay a bill, instead of groaning, try saying, I'm grateful I have the money to pay for this. When you save, don't think of it as saving for rainy day. That just prepares you for a disaster. Think of it as investing in my future freedom. This isn't just fluffy positive thinking. It's how you strategically reprogram your entire relationship with money. If this is starting to make sense and you're ready to stop letting those old money stories run you, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Thank you. We're on a mission to build real wealth, and I want you to be here for it. Shift number 4, use automatic transformative mantras. This might sound a little out there, but it is a powerful way to rewire your brain's gut reaction to spending. Come up with a simple phrase you repeat every single time money leaves your account. When you buy groceries, as you tap your card, you silently tell yourself, there is always more where this came from. When you invest in yourself, you say, I am worthy of this investment. Yen Sincero, author of You Are a Badass at Making Money, talks about this. She changed her mantra from I can't afford it to money flows to me easily and freely. At first, it might feel like you are just lying to yourself, but with repetition, you are literally carving out a new neutral pathway. You are changing the feeling around spending from fear to gratitude. You are making abundance your new default setting. Shift number 5, start small and build the evidence. Look, if you have been in a scarcity mindset for decades, jumping straight to a huge investment is going to feel really terrifying. So don't. Start small. Build trust with yourself. Buy one high quality expensive thing you've been putting off. A great kitchen knife, a truly comfortable office chair, a well-made jacket. Notice how it lasts. You are gathering evidence for your brain that investing in quality pays off. Then try a small investment in yourself. A £50 online workshop, a book on a skill you want to learn, and then track the results. Did it save you time? Did it spark an idea that made you money? You have to prove to your cautious brain that these investments have a real tangible return. This evidence is what will give you the confidence to take bigger and bigger swings. Building an abundance mindset is a daily practice, not a one-time decision. Here is how you make it a habit that actually sticks. First, create a 48-hour waiting period for any non-essential purchase over a set amount, like maybe £100. This simple rule creates a buffer between an emotional impulse and a financial decision. It gives you time to ask, is this truly aligned with my goals, or is it just a fleeting want? Second, and this is crucial, practice radical self-forgiveness. You are going to make mistakes. You'll overspend sometimes. You'll fall back into old habits. Do not beat yourself up. Shame is the fuel of scarcity. When you feel shame, you avoid looking at your finances, which leads to more bad decisions, which creates even more shame. It's a toxic cycle. Instead, just acknowledge it, forgive yourself, and treat it as data. You learned something, that's it. Approach this with compassion, not judgment. For years, that little voice whispering, it's expensive, ran my life. I thought it was keeping me safe, but it was just keeping me small. The moment I started challenging it, The moment I started asking, what's the value instead of what's the cost, was the moment everything changed. Shifting from scarcity to abundance isn't about being reckless. It's about being strategic. It's about finally realizing that the single greatest asset you will ever have is you, your skills, your knowledge, your health, your network. When you stop seeing investments in yourself as expenses and start seeing them as path to your freedom, you stop blocking the very opportunities that will make you wealthy. So, to recap the 5 shifts, number 1, expose your money stories. See the old programming for what it is. Number 2, reframe to lifetime value. Focus on the return, not the price. Number 3, change your language. Shift from I can't to I chose. Number 4, use automatic mantras. Rewire your emotional response to spending. Number 5, start small. Build evidence. Prove to yourself that this actually works. You get to write your own money story. You decide if it's a story of lack and limitation or one of abundance, growth, and freedom. That choice begins right now. So I have a question for you. What is the one expensive thing you've been putting off that you now realize could be a powerful investment in yourself? Drop it in the comments below. Let's declare our intentions and hold each other accountable. And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Your richer life is waiting for you.